Have you ever found yourself procrastinating, putting off important tasks, or struggling to maintain self discipline? It's a common challenge in today's fast paced world. We often seek motivation and inspiration to overcome our tendency to be lazy or undisciplined. But what if I told you that there's a timeless source of wisdom that can help us live a more disciplined and purposeful life? Then allow me to introduce you to Miyamoto Musashi, a legendary figure in Japanese history. Musashi was not just a legendary samurai with an undefeated record in over 60 duels, but also a great philosopher and artist. And his insights extend far beyond the battlefield, and his book Dokkodo, or The Way of Walking Alone, holds the key to principles that can transform our approach to self-discipline and self-improvement. This book is more than simply a guide to living a disciplined life. It's a timeless masterpiece filled with the principles that can transform the way you face challenges and ultimately become more self-disciplined. So if you have wondered how to break the habit of procrastination and become more self-disciplined in your life, you have come to the right place. So without further ado, let's get started. Accept everything the way it is. Imagine you are driving down the road and suddenly the tire of your car gets punctured. It's an unexpected and frustrated situation. Now think of Musashi's teaching. He goes on to say, accept everything just the way it is. What does that mean? Well, it's about acknowledging the reality of the moment, whether it's a challenging situation like a flat tire or a peaceful day. Musashi teaches us not to immediately label things as good or bad. This is essential for self-discipline because when we define an event as bad, we often react with frustration, anger, or disappointment, and these emotions can make it difficult to remain disciplined. Now, what can you learn about self-discipline from this? Well, self-discipline is not just about controlling our actions but also our reactions. When confronted with a challenge, just as a flat tire, it is crucial to remain calm and composed. Getting angry or upset won't fix the problem, and it can actually make things worse. Choosing how to react to life's unexpected hiccups is a key component of practicing self-discipline. In this case, it's about not letting frustration or disappointment overwhelm you, but instead adopting a problem-solving mindset. So the next time something unexpected happens, whether it's a flat tire, a project deadline, or any other daily struggle, pause for a moment to reflect. Take a deep breath and remind yourself to accept the situation as it is. Avoid making quick decisions or jumping to conclusions, and start thinking about practical solutions. In this way, Musashi's lessons on acceptance not only helps us in dealing with everyday challenges, but also in maintaining a disciplined and composed mind when things don't go as planned. Do not seek pleasure for its own sake. Musashi's wisdom on this matter teaches us not to constantly chase immediate pleasures or gratification. In our modern world, it's easy to give in to the allure of instant gratification, like having fast food, binge-watching Netflix shows, or impulsive online shopping. These quick pleasures might provide temporary satisfaction, but Musashi reminds us that they often come at the expense of our long-term well-being and self-discipline. So how did Musashi live up to this principle? He was a master of delayed gratification. Instead of seeking easy victories or self-term benefits, he dedicated his life to mastering the way of the sword, which took relentless effort as well as discipline. He understood that true satisfaction and mastery come from investing time and effort to a chosen path. In our daily lives, this principle teaches us essential lessons in self-discipline. Imagine, for instance, that you wish to get in shape by going to the gym and eating healthy food. If you seek pleasure for its own sake, you may be tempted to skip the gym in order to watch TV or choose a greasy burger over a nutritious meal. These options provide immediate pleasure, but they do not lead to long-term fulfillment or self-improvement. Instead, follow Musashi's wisdom. Prioritize your long-term health and well-being. Set clear goals for your fitness and nutrition, and understand that achieving these goals requires effort and sometimes delaying immediate pleasures. By making disciplined choices such as sticking to a workout routine and opting for healthier meals, you are investing in your long-term goals and self-improvement. Do not fear death. Imagine yourself in a challenging situation, such as starting a new business or taking on a task that feels daunting. Many people's natural reaction is to feel fear and uncertainty. It's common to worry about failing, making mistakes, or not living up to the expectations. However, this is where Musashi's wisdom comes into play. Musashi understood the importance of not fearing death. In his world where life and death hung in the balance during every duel, fear could be paralyzing. To overcome this adversity, he had to develop the courage to confront life-threatening situations without letting fear hold him back. In our everyday life, this principle encourages us to step out of our comfort zones. It means being willing to take on challenges and risks even when we are uncertain about the outcome. It could be as simple as deciding to follow a new personal path or learning a new skill, even if it seems difficult. Let's say you're thinking about starting your own business. The fear of failure may hold you back, but Musashi's philosophy encourages you to confront that fear head on. You take the risk and gain significant experience as a result. Even if the business does not perform as expected, the experience and knowledge obtained will contribute to your personal growth. In terms of self-discipline, this principle reminds us that in order to grow and progress, we must be willing to face challenges and not let the fear of failure stop us. Being disciplined means possessing the courage and determination to keep fighting on when things get difficult. Musashi's philosophy encourages us to be fearless in the face of adversity, and that's a powerful mindset to adopt in our journey of self-discipline and self-improvement. Be indifferent to where you live. From Musashi's perspective, this precept is all about maintaining a state of inner calm and focus, regardless of your physical surroundings. Musashi was a wandering swordsman who led an uncertain life. He didn't connect his happiness or sense of purpose to a specific place. Instead, he realized that true strength came from within, from one's mindset and adaptability. He traveled and dueled across Japan, often with nothing more than just his swords and the skills he honed. He was open to change, constantly gaining knowledge from new experience and adapting to new situations. He didn't allow the external world to dictate his inner sense of self or purpose. In our daily lives, being indifferent to where you live means not allowing our happiness or contentment to be solely dependent on external circumstances, such as the city you live in or the house you own. Let's say you have been living in a particular city for years and you have grown attached to it. You have made friends, you are comfortable with your daily routine, and you are hesitant to move because you fear losing this comfort. However, an exciting opportunity arises in a different city. According to Musashi's principle, you would recognize that your happiness should not be tied solely to your current location. Instead, you should focus on your adaptability and growth. You see the new work as an opportunity to learn, develop new skills, and challenge yourself. You make the decision to relocate with the idea that you can succeed anywhere, not just in your current place. This perspective enables you to embrace change, stay disciplined in your career pursuits, and remain open to new experiences even if it means leaving your comfort zone. By being indifferent to where you live, you free yourself from the emotional attachment to external circumstances. This allows you to focus on personal growth and adaptability, which are essential aspects of self-discipline. Musashi's wisdom teaches us that our mindset and inner qualities are the key to happiness, and they can flourish in any environment, making us more disciplined and resilient in the face of change. As you come to the end of our video to the wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi, I hope you have found the inspiration to enhance your self-discipline and self-improvement. In the quest for self-discipline, remember that small, consistent steps can lead to big changes. The secret to mastery is to continue to travel the path of self-discipline every day, no matter how you feel. With time, this principle should become second nature, guiding you towards your goals and shaping your character in the most meaningful way. Embrace self-discipline as a reliable friend on your path to self-improvement. As Musashi once said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.